Accept yourself the way you are, the way you're built, the way you're made. The entirety of your existence as it is. You feel me, fellas? Um, there are billions of people out here, but nobody is in that same mind frame, that same mental construct, um, that very where that you are, in those billion people out here. You feel me, fellas? Yeah, so you gotta accept yourself, with your flaws, with with everything that comes with being you, in a sense. You feel me, fellas? For the universe, um don't make mistakes. Like, the universe intended you to come out here in in that very state that you probably despising. You feel me? Probably maybe you're disabled, and you kind of like sell yourself short because of the fact that you're disabled, because of the fact that you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not you know uniform with the rest of the people out here, in a sense. You see, the program out here, the system has kind of like made us to believe that we all have to look alike, or we have to look alike, in a sense. So we like kind of you know um have to be the same in a way. You feel me, fellas? Yeah, but like the universe, like I just mentioned, you don't make mistakes. The universe is very excuse me, the universe is very intelligent. It made you the way you are for a reason. It made you the way you are, for some very important. You feel me? And only when you get to to that realization of the fact that you're actually out here for a purpose. You're out here for a reason. You matter, you count. You're just like any other individual out here with a fine body. Let's say if you are disabled, you're just like any other individual out here with a good physique, with a sound mind, in a sense. You feel me? Is when now you're gonna start appreciating yourself and loving yourself and honoring yourself, and not beat yourself up in one or two things that you find yourself experiencing out here. You feel me, fellas? Yeah, so the message I'm trying to like put across in this clip is that accept yourself the way you are, love yourself, and keep moving forward. For if you want to fly, you have to like give up, and everything that weighs you down, and things that usually wear us down. Or part of the things that wear us down is that mental bug, like that that voice inside of us that tells us that we can go for whatever we want to go for. We can't reach for what we want to reach for. We can't do one or two things of impact out here. You feel me? Yeah, so you gotta let go of all of that that mental bug, that fluff, the weeds in in your brain that are actually holding you back, or keeping you stuck, in a sense. You feel me, fam? Yeah. So you gotta accept yourself, fellas. The way you are, the way you are built, the way you are made. You feel me? Is nobody out here better than you? I would say, man. I feel like for me, in my in my understanding, I feel like we're all equal out here. You feel me? We might not probably, have the same, same things, probably the same opportunities. But I feel like we are all equal out here on this platform, and nobody is better than the other in a sense. You feel me? Yeah. So embrace yourself, accept yourself, love yourself. Keep moving forward. For if you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. You feel me, fam? Yeah. So that's the message I meant to put across for you guys as far as this video. You feel me, fam? Is